Good day, everyone. Today I'll be presenting on my essay plan. My broad topic today is education. And my question is, should children with special needs be educated in mainstream classroom? My approach is an argument. My intended audience are parents, teachers, and the Ministry of Education. My rationale. So the first one is this topic is important in schools. Secondly, every child should have a good place to learn. Thirdly, children learn in different ways. My thesis statement is children with special needs should not always be educated in a mainstream classroom because they need special teaching. Some need individual attention and learning environments that better meet their needs. My main claims are specialized teaching improves learning. So I think that teachers can help children learn better by giving them special teaching. Secondly, mainstream teachers may lack the time and support. So for a regular teacher, they may not know how to, share the time and the tools in order to help the children. Thirdly, specialized classrooms provide more individual support. I think if teachers have special classrooms for children with special needs, they may be able to help the children and give them more attention. My evidence is research on the teacher preparedness for inclusive education. My counter argument. So the first one is new friendships are made. So I think that if I'm going to arguing against my topic, I would say that the children can make friendships with the other children in the classroom. Secondly, children can learn acceptance and kindness. So for me, it is very, very important that the other children learn to accept those with special needs. And if they're included in classrooms, in the regular classrooms as well. Number 3 says inclusion can reduce discrimination. I think that if they're included in those classrooms, if I'm counter arguing, they would feel some kind of, what must I say? They might feel some type of like a good feeling for being a part of the regular classroom and being able to play and indulge in between these other children. My evidence for that would be research supporting inclusive education. My rebuttal would be friendship and acceptance are important, but learning comes first. For me, making friends, that can be very important. But the most important thing of all would be how the child learns. Secondly, some students need specialized support. So for me, some children, for example, the SEND children, they need some type of special teaching sometimes because their cognitive development is not like a normal child. So for me, they need some type of specialized support or teaching in order for them to understand at a certain level. Thirdly, special education classrooms provide better individual instructions. So if there's a special education classroom, that teacher may know how to deal with those children. And I don't think that the classroom would have like a high number of children, which would give the teacher more time to give the children like individual instructions and deal with them individually at some point. My conclusion. So my recommendations are one, place students where they receive best support. So children should learn in a classroom that helps them do their best. So by placing them in a classroom where they can have the support that they need, I think that will be good for them. Secondly, continue improving both mainstream and special education service. I think that schools should improve both their regular and special education classes so that they can support all children. Overall, I would say that from my point of view, the regular classes doesn't cater for some children with special education needs because we all know that children are, children with special education needs, they might be at a certain level on the spectrum. So we have some of the children that are talking, we have some nonverbal children, we have some that may understand what you're trying to say to them, some may not understand what you're trying to say to them. So overall, I think that children should be placed in a classroom. I think that they should be placed in a mainstream classroom if it is easy for the teacher to communicate with that child.